Hey, are you carrying a gun right now? Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Destiny from Fate of Destiny. Over the past couple of years, I've had the pleasure of being able to introduce a number of my friends to the shooting sports. And I've even been able to convince some of my anti firearms ownership friends to, once they've got some safety training and gone out to the range, to find their own love of the shooting sports. But there are some difficulties with that because some of these friends are still in anti gun social circles. I have one such new firearms enthusiast here to speak with us today about the struggle she faces as one of those people. Are you ready to do this? You're very brave. In order to maintain her anonymity, we're going to blur her face and also disguise her voice. We wouldn't want our new shooter here to be recognized by her friends in Madison. So, what was your stance on the Second Amendment and firearms ownership before you went out to the range?
Before going to the range with you for the first time, guns are kind of scary because, all I knew about guns was that guns are bad. Guns kill people. Like, when you go to the movies and somebody gets mad in the movies and they, grab a gun and they kill people. And if you talk to my friends, all they will tell you is that guns are death machines and that the only purpose for guns, the only reason they were even invented is to kill people.
Wow, that's a pretty narrow view on firearms ownership. But I'm interested in your personal journeys. How did it start?
It all started when you took me to that coffee shop before, and I was having my usual mocha frappuccino, and you bent over to pick up a napkin, and I saw you were carrying a gun. And I was like, oh my god, are you carrying a gun? And then I remember that you asked me, what was I so afraid of?
I remember that. Seems like it was a long time ago, but it really wasn't that long ago.
Well, I remember that I wasn't afraid before I knew you had a gun, so then I thought that, well, maybe you're not some kind of totally crazy psycho chick gonna kill me with a gun.
Yeah, that was right before I took you into the range. But I remember you had some kind of weird qualification or weird condition for me.
Well, I had to make you promise that you weren't gonna shoot me with a gun.
Well, that brings us right up to before we went into the range. So tell us about your very first experience shooting.
I remember walking in there and being totally freaked out because there were 30 people there and they were all shooting guns and they were all firing. They were really near to me, and it was totally scary to have all those people there. What if one of them could get mad and then they could just shoot me?
Well, I'm happy to report that after 2 years of shooting at that range, I've never made anyone mad and I've never been shot. But what happened next?
I shot one of your guns like you showed me at the paper target, and all the my bullets were making holes right in the middle circle thingy. So I guess I'm pretty good at it. I'm basically a natural. And I didn't even know that I would be good at it. Then I started shooting and I was good.
And did you have fun? Did you feel safe?
At first I thought that maybe still somebody was gonna shoot me. But then I just started having a lot of fun. You're not gonna use my real voice for this, right? Because I don't want my friends in Madison to know that I was having fun shooting a gun.
Don't worry, we'll definitely keep your identity a secret. We don't want your friends out in Madison knowing that you had a blast, or especially not that you purchased a firearm that day.
Wait, you have to cut that out because you two told me you weren't gonna tell anybody about that. I mean,
Don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. So, what is your stance on firearms ownership now that you've been out to the range?
I think that it's okay if people want to have guns as long as their friends in Madison don't know about them and they don't talk about them in public. And I mean, I guess that's okay if that's what they want to do. But I still don't see any reason that anyone should have to own an assault weapon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, assault weapons, like military guns of war, they shoot 100 bullets a second. They're baby killers and they have no place on the street. Women can't even
Mute.
control those.
Well, I guess it was too soon to expect a total transformation, but at least we made some progress. From this experience, I've learned three things about how I, as a gun owner, can sway those in my circle of influence. 1. Keep calm. 2. Carry one. And 3. Take an anti-gun liberal shooting.